So the amplitude modulation, the base of the amplitude modulation is frequency translation. Already in the previous class we discussed on what is the frequency translation. So frequency translation is the process of the conversion of low frequency signal into high frequency signal. So that is the frequency which are contain the low frequency tells the spectral range. The same spectral range is converted to higher frequency spectral range. So this process is done by multiplication by the auxiliary signal. Now let us see that process. So the base of frequency, base of amplitude modulation is frequency translation. The base of amplitude modulation is frequency translation. A signal may be translated to a new spectral range by multiplying the signal with an auxiliary sinusoidal signal. Now to illustrate the process, let us consider here the Vm of t is one of the signal. It has Am cos omega m of t. That this is one of the signal, low frequency signal. Let an example. Vm of t is the signal, and the magnitude is Am, and frequency is omega m. So omega m is angular frequency, that is 2 pi fm of t. So now Am cos omega m of t is equal to Am cos 2 pi fm of t, where fm is low frequency signal. It is simply one of the signal. So let us derive cosine in the form of exponential form. So cos omega m of t can be written as e to the power of j omega m of t plus e to the power of minus j omega m of t by 2. You know that relation. The trigonometrical identity of the cosine is exponential form e to the power of j omega m of t plus e to the power of minus j omega m of t. That's why Am by 2 e to the power of j omega m of t plus e to the power of minus j omega m of t. So that is equal to Am by 2 e to the power of j 2 pi fm of t plus e to the power of minus j 2 pi fm of t. Now the low frequency signal omega m of t is in the spectral range is e to the power of j 2 pi fm of t plus e to the power of minus j 2 pi fm of t, where the magnitude is Am by 2. So the magnitude is by 2 and the spectral components are divided into 2. Okay, magnitude ఏమవుతుందంటే by 2 అవుతుంది, spectral components double అవుతాయి. Okay, so this is a simple an example of a low frequency signal, Am of t signal. So now that Am of t signal is here, in which Am is constant magnitude and Fm is omega m of t. Fm is omega m by 2 pi. So already you know that relation. So now the magnitude is Am by 2 and the located spectral range is F is equal to Fm and F is equal to minus Fm. So అంటే ఆ సిగ్నల్ యొక్క మ్యాగ్నిట్యూడ్ ఏమవుతుందంటే by 2 అవుతుంది అండ్ హాఫ్ అవుతుంది. అండ్ స్పెక్ట్రల్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ ఏమవుతుందంటే ఒక స్పెక్ట్రల్ కాంపోనెంట్ ఈస్ లొకేటెడ్ ఎట్ ఎఫ్ఎం, ఇంకొక స్పెక్ట్రల్ కాంపోనెంట్ లొకేటెడ్ ఎట్ మైనస్ ఎఫ్ఎం. అంటే రెండు స్పెక్ట్రల్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ లొకేట్ అవుతాయి, ఒకటేమో ఎఫ్ఎం దగ్గర, ఇంకోటేమో మైనస్ ఎఫ్ఎం దగ్గర లొకేట్ అవుతాయి. ఓకే, నౌ సో దిస్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ సింప్లీ ఏ signal having the low frequency, that is omega m. Now let us consider an auxiliary signal. So this auxiliary signal may called as a carrier. This auxiliary signal may called as a carrier. So that is Vc of t. The denotation of the auxiliary signal is Vc of t, that is AC cos omega m of omega c of t. Whereas in the previous one the signal is Am cos omega m of t, that is Vm of t signal. Now this auxiliary signal is Vc of t, that is AC cos omega c of t. That is AC is the magnitude, omega c is the high frequency, that is 2 pi f c of t. Okay, now simply like in the previous exponential form can apply here the omega c also, that is AC by 2 e to the power of j omega c of t plus e to the power of minus j omega c of t. అంటే దీనికి మనం ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ ఫామ్ ని అప్లై చేస్తే AC by 2 e to the power of j 2 pi fc of t plus e to the power of minus j 2 pi fc of t. So here for this signal also there are magnitude is 50% reduce అవుతుంది and spectral components are appear as one at FC దగ్గర another at minus FC దగ్గర రెండు spectral components appear అవుతాయి. అంటే here you can see that two different signals are located as low frequency one signal and high frequency another signal. So now the frequency translation is nothing but multiplication of these two signals. These two signals. అంటే ఒక సిగ్నల్ కి రెండు స్పెక్ట్రల్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ వస్తాయి, ఇంకొక సిగ్నల్ కి రెండు స్పెక్ట్రల్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ వస్తాయి. Magnitude is 50% reduce అవుతుంది. Now multiply these two signals is nothing but frequency translation. Frequency translation is multiplication of these two signals. ఈ రెండు సిగ్నల్ మల్టిప్లై చేస్తే frequency translation ఉంటుంది. Now you can multiply this. Now Vm of t and Vc of t. Vm is called Am cos omega m of t. Vc is called AC cos omega c of t. You can multiply these two signals when apply one trigonometric identity, that is cos c cos d formula. You know the cos c cos d formula. Cos c cos d formula. What is that cos c cos d formula? 1 by 2 cos c plus d by 2 cos c plus d by 2 plus cos c minus d by 2. No, cos c plus d by 2 plus cos c minus d by 2. Now 1 by 2 cos c plus d plus 1 by 2 cos c minus d. So apply this trigonometric identity, that multiplication of the two signals Am cos omega m of t, AC cos omega m of t. When applying these two, when multiplication of Am of t and Vc of t, Am AC by 2 cos omega c plus omega m of t plus cos omega c minus omega m of t. Okay, now after multiplication of these two signals, magnitude is 50% reduces. Spectral components occur at omega c plus omega m, one of the spectral component, omega c minus omega m, another spectral component. Now you can apply exponential form here. అంటే దీనికి మనం ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ ఫామ్ అప్లై చేస్తే AMAC by 4. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ ఎక్స్పోనెన్షియల్ ఫామ్ అప్లై చేస్తే by 2 అవుతుంది కదా. దట్స్ వై AMAC by 2 into 2, that is AMAC by 4 e to the power of j omega c plus omega m of t plus e to the power of minus j omega c plus omega m of t. Now omega c plus omega m of t is j omega c plus omega m of t minus j omega c plus omega m of t, like omega c minus omega m of t, that is e to the power of j omega c minus omega m of t plus e to the power minus j omega c minus omega m of t. Now after multiplication of these two signals, how many spectral components are raised? Here the 4 spectral components are raised. One is omega c plus omega m of t minus omega c plus omega m of t, and another one is omega c minus omega m of t. Another one is minus omega c minus omega m, minus omega c plus minus omega c minus omega m, minus omega m of t. The omega c plus omega m of t plus or minus omega c minus omega m of t plus or minus. Okay, so plus one is real component, minus j is imaginary component. Then after multiplication of these two signals, 4 spectral components are designed. One is omega c plus omega m of t and minus omega c plus minus omega m of t, and another is omega c minus omega m of t minus omega c minus omega m of t. 4 spectral components వస్తాయి. Magnitude చూడండి, with the magnitude is by 4 అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. AMAC by 4 అవుతుంది. So now let us see, after multiplication of these two, let us see that this is the spectral components are generated. So this is AM cos omega m of t signal, AM cos omega m of t signal having the spectral components are 2. One is at 0 to FM, another at 0 to minus FM. So what is the magnitude of these two spectral components? AM by 2 అవుతుంది. AM by 2 అవుతుంది. After multiplication of this signal with auxiliary signal, then the spectral components are double. That means 0 to FM is doubles. The 0 to FM అనేది 0 to FC కి ట్రాన్స్లేట్ అవుతుంది. Then spectral components are with respect to FC, there is FC plus FM, FC minus FM. So what is FC? FC is high frequency signal. Is it not? This is auxiliary signal. So with respect to FC, spectral components are double. What is the spectral component? 0 to FM ఉన్న spectral components double అవుతాయి. How it is FC plus FM ఒక spectral component అవుతుంది, FC minus FM ఒక spectral component అవుతుంది. Like 0 to minus FC. With respect of minus FC, again there are two spectral components. One is minus FC plus FM, minus FC minus FM. Now for with respect to FC, there are two spectral components. With respect to minus FC, there are two spectral components. 2 plus 2, how many spectral components? 4 spectral components. Then what is the magnitude? The general magnitude AM by 2, after multiplication of auxiliary signal, then the translation after multiplication means translation takes place. After translation, there is AMAC by 4. AMAC by 4. AM by 2 is converted to AMAC by 4. That is one important parameter here. The magnitude is 50% reduces after multiplication, that is after translation. And spectral components are double. Double means the positive side double and the negative side double. That means positive side 2, negative side 2. The spectral components are 2, double outai, magnitude is 50% reduced outai. So please note down that point. So in the frequency translation process, magnitude is reduced to 50% and spectral components are double. Spectral components are increases to double. The spectral components double outai, magnitude and 50% reduced outai. So students, please go through this waveform. Okay. In the examination point of view, waveform presentation is very, very important. Okay. Now this is the frequency translation. Now the A is spectral parameter of AMAC, AM cos omega M of t, that is modulating signal or low frequency signal. So B is spectral parameters of producted waveform AC AM cos omega M cos omega C. The producted waveform is nothing but translated waveform. Okay. So now make note of that. After translation, magnitude of spectral components are 50% reduces and generation of spectral components are double. Okay. Now, so with this frequency translation, go for amplitude modulation. Go for amplitude modulation. Okay, before going to that amplitude modulation, this is only the single 0 to FM spectrum is there now. That is one spectrum at FM, that is double. If suppose there are such spectrums are 1, 2, 3, 4, then the 0 to FM ki any spectral components ఉన్నాయి 1, 2, 3, 4 ఉన్నాయి. Then after translation ఈ 4 ఏమవుతాయి, డబుల్ అవుతాయి కదా. 4 spectral components ఏమవుతాయి, డబుల్ అవుతాయి అంటే 4, 8 అవుతాయి. Is it not? That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is these 4 signals are double. 4 into 2, 8 outai. These 4 signals are double. 8 outai. 8 plus 8, total 16 outai. Then what is the magnitude? Magnitude earlier gunnadaaniki 50% reduce outundi. That is the main point in this frequency translation concept. So amplitude of spectral component and spectral translation. Okay. If there are 4, 8 outai. If there are 8, 16 outai. Likewise, double outai anamata. So please make note of that point here. So the previous one is nothing but spectral components are discrete domain. After combined spectral density అంటే ఇదే వేవ్ ఫార్మ్స్ ని మనం డెన్సిటీలో చూపిస్తున్నాం. డెన్సిటీలో చూపించాలంటే యూ కెన్ అప్లై ఫోరియర్ సిరీస్ ఆర్ ఫోరియర్ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్ ఫర్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ సిగ్నల్. ఆ సిగ్నల్ కి ఫోరియర్ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్ అప్లై చేస్తే స్పెక్ట్రల్ డెన్సిటీ వస్తుంది. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద డెన్సిటీ. వాట్ ఇస్ ద డెన్సిటీ? 0 to FM is the space having the density is like this. 0 to FM. So within the 0 to FM, many number of signals may accommodate. 0 to minus FM also. So this is the spectral density of the one of the signal having the magnitude is mod m of j omega. Mod m of j omega. This is after frequency after applying Fourier transform. This signal is draw. The signal draw chestam spectral density of this. So what the density? 0 to FM, 0 to minus FM have the this is the spectral density. So after frequency translation, what happens? This density is doubles. So that is this is FC, 0 to FM అనేది with respect to FC. With respect to FC, FC means high frequency signal. No, after multiplication of these two, then with respect to FC, once density is generated FC plus FM, another density is minus FC minus FM. So overall is there are this is the density. What is the density magnitude of the density? 1 by 2 m of 0. It is m of 0 is at 0 frequency. The frequency of the signal is located here now. That is translated with respect to FC and magnitude is 50% reduces and spectral components are double, like in the negative side also. Negative side with respect to minus FC plus FM, minus FC minus FM. So magnitude is 50% reduces. So ఏదైనా మన సిగ్నల్ ని మనం ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేసినప్పుడు magnitude 50% reduce అవుతుంది, spectral components double అవుతాయి. Please make note of that point. Okay, this is frequency translation. So this frequency translation is based off amplitude modulation. Okay, now how it is recovered? Once the frequency is translated, the translated signal to recovered signal. When the frequency is translate చేసిన తర్వాత signal recover చేసుకోవాలి. Signal recover చేసుకోవాలంటే there is one more certain process it is. What you are doing in the frequency translation, VM of t signal ki VC of t signal multiply చేస్తాం. Then you can go for frequency translation. So frequency recovered the signal means, suppose a signal is m of t has been translated out of its baseband through multiplication of the cos omega c. అంటే ఇక్కడ మనకి ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ m of t ఒక సిగ్నల్ తీసుకుంటే దట్ ఈస్ బేస్ బ్యాండ్ సిగ్నల్ ఆర్ మాడ్యులేటింగ్ సిగ్నల్ ఆర్ లో ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ సిగ్నల్ m of t సిగ్నల్. Now it is cos omega c t is the high frequency signal. So the multiplication of these two, m of t and cos omega c of t, that is frequency translation. So frequency translation process is nothing but multiplication of the two signals. One is low frequency signal, another one is high frequency signal. Low frequency signal, that is example m of t signal. High frequency signal is cos omega c of t signal. So now m of t and cos omega c of t is the translated signal. M of t cos omega c of t is the translated signal. So from this translated signal, recovered baseband signal now. From this translated signal, recovered baseband signal. How the signal to be recovered? Okay, the recover may be achieved by a reverse translation. And recover అనేది reverse translation base చేసుకొని వస్తుంది. So which is accomplished simply by multiplying the translated signal with cos omega c of t. అంటే translated signal ని cos omega c of t తో multiply చేస్తే you can recover baseband signal. అంటే m of t cos omega c t is the translated signal. Again you can multiply with cos omega c of t. అంటే high frequency signal తో ఇంకోసారి multiply చేస్తే recovered baseband signal వస్తుంది అన్నమాట. Okay, so that is which is accomplished simply by multiplying the translated signal with cos omega c of t. అంటే ట్రాన్స్లేటెడ్ సిగ్నల్ ని cos omega c of t తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తే రికవర్డ్ సిగ్నల్ వచ్చింది. సో దట్ such is the case may be seen by drawing spectral components here. Okay, note that different frequency signals are obtained by multiplying m of t cos omega c of t, that is translated signal, m of t cos omega c of t translated signal by cos omega c of t. Okay, so అంటే ఇంకొకసారి మనం cos omega c of t తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తే రికవర్డ్ సిగ్నల్ వస్తుంది అనమాట. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ ద మ్యాథమెటికల్ వే. m of t cos omega c of t, this is translated signal, whereas in the brackets this is translated signal. Now this translated signal multiplied with cos omega c of t, అంటే ఈ translated signal cos omega c of t తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తే then m of t cos square omega c of t. Here students observe one point here. Cos omega c of t తో m of t ని మల్టిప్లై చేస్తే ట్రాన్స్లేటెడ్ సిగ్నల్ అవుతుంది. అదే ట్రాన్స్లేటెడ్ సిగ్నల్ ని మళ్ళీ అగైన్ కాస్ ఒమేగా సి ఆఫ్ టీ తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తే రికవర్డ్ సిగ్నల్ అవుతుంది. అంటే కాస్ ఒమేగా సి ఆఫ్ టీ ని 2 times యూటిలైజ్ చేస్తున్నాం ఇక్కడ. అంటే సేమ్ సిగ్నల్, దట్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ ద హై ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ సిగ్నల్. అంటే హై ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ సిగ్నల్ ని టూ ఆపరేటర్స్ లో యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. వన్ ఆపరేటర్ ఈస్ m of t తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తేమో ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ అంటున్నాం. అదే ట్రాన్స్లేటెడ్ సిగ్నల్ ఇంకొకసారి కాస్ ఒమేగా సి ఆఫ్ టీ తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తేను రికవర్డ్ సిగ్నల్ అంటున్నాం. ఓకే, నౌ దట్ ఈస్ this cos omega c of t signal and this cos omega c of t signal both are the same. ఈ రెండు same magnitude, same frequency. So that is m of t cos square omega c of t అవుతుంది. when m of t cos square omega c of t అవుతుంది. Now cos square theta ని the trigonometrical identity you can split it into m of t 1/2 plus 1/2 cos 2 omega c of t అని రాసుకోవచ్చు. Is it not? cos 2 theta. Okay. Cos square theta minus 1/2. Okay. This is a trigonometric identity. Cos square theta minus 1 ni cos 2 theta కింద రాసుకోవచ్చు కదా. So that is trigonometric identity. That is m of t 1/2 plus 1/2 cos 2 omega c of t. So this is cos square theta ni 1/2 plus 1/2 cos 2 omega c of t రాసాం. That is multiplied with m of t. Now m of t by 2 plus m of t by 2 cos 2 omega c of t అవుతుంది. So here in this expression you can observe that here omega c is after multiplication of cos omega c t, then m of t by 2 plus m of t by 2 cos 2 omega c of t అవుతుంది. అంటే omega c 2 omega c అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. Okay, now thus the baseband signal m of t reappears. ఎట్లా appear అవుతుంది? In this expression you know that there are two terms in this multiplication, after multiplication of these two appear of the two terms. One term is m of t by 2, another term is m of t by 2 cos 2 omega c of t. This is the mathematical expression of after multiplication of cos omega c of t. This is recovered signal. So ఇక్కడ టూ టర్మ్స్ మనకి అపియర్ అయినాయి కదా. ఈ టూ టర్మ్స్ ని pass through a low pass filter. This signal is passed through a low pass filter. After multiplication of cos omega c of t, signal pass through a low pass filter. Then low pass filter allows only low frequency components and reject high frequency component. Low pass filter ఏం చేస్తుంది? low pass signal ని allow చేస్తుంది, high pass signal ని రిజెక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. So what is the high pass signal here? Omega c. Omega c is high frequency signal, no? And 2 omega c is more than high pass, more than high frequency, no? Omega c is itself high frequency. 2 omega c is higher than that, no? That's why this term is completely vanished. ఇక్కడ మనకు టూ టర్మ్స్ అపియర్ అయినాయి కదా. ఈ టూ టర్మ్స్ ని లో పాస్ ఫిల్టర్ గుండా పాస్ చేస్తే which term having the high frequency component that has to be eliminated? Which term is this? Is the term, no? Cos 2 omega c of t. This term is eliminated now. Now what is the remaining? M of t by 2 అవుతుంది. So m of t by 2 is the recovered signal. And m of t ని మనం రికవర్ చేసుకున్నప్పుడు m of t by 2 అవుతుంది. What you can observe here? M of t is the baseband signal. Recovered signal ఏమవుతుంది? m of t by 2 అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. అంటే magnitude is 50% reduce అవుతుంది. After recovered, signal magnitude is reduces. How much is reduces? At least 50% reduces. That's why the signal is recovered is m of t by 2. M of t by 2. So now range extended from fc minus fm to fm. As a matter of practice, this latter signal need cause no difficulty. For most commonly fc far greater than fm, అంటే fc అనేది fm కంటే ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి then it pass through low pass filter that has to be eliminated. Okay. Now here the process of frequency translation, you can observe that there are two difficulties. So that's why in order to overcome those difficulties, go for amplitude modulation process కి వెళ్తాం అన్నమాట. అంటే the base of amplitude modulation is frequency translation. Frequency translation means, so the multiplication of the two signals is the frequency translation. Recovered means the translation signal again multiplied with high frequency signal. The recovered has to be takes place. Here it is. There are two problems that occurred. One is, if the auxiliary signal is having the frequency deviation, recover చేసేటప్పుడు again cos omega c of t తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తాం కదా. cos omega c of t తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తుంటే fc అనేది ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ, హై ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ. omega c is angular frequency, fc is actual frequency. Now this fc is maybe a deviated, fc plus del fm is there. If there అంటే fc అనేది, is there any frequency deviation, del f అనే deviation ఉందనుకోండి. Okay, in case in that deviation takes place, అంటే while you are recovered the signal, cos omega c of t signal had to multiply now. In that signal, is there any frequency deviation takes place? అంటే రికవర్ చేసేటప్పుడు మల్టిప్లై చేసే సిగ్నల్లో ఏమన్నా ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ డీవియేషన్ ఉందనుకోండి. ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ డీవియేషన్ ఉంటే that is one of the limitation of frequency translation process. So in that case, recovered baseband signal may be proportional to deviated signal. అంటే ఏదైతే డీవియేటెడ్ సిగ్నల్ ఉందో ఆ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ డీవియేషన్ కి రికవర్డ్ సిగ్నల్ ప్రపోర్షనాలిటీగా ఉంటుంది అనమాట. సో ప్రపోర్షనాలిటీగా ఉండటం ఏంటంటే, ఇఫ్ దేర్ ఎఫ్సి ఈజ్ సేమ్ యాజ్ సిగ్నల్, రికవర్డ్ సిగ్నల్ ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది. ఎఫ్సిలో ఏమాత్రం డీవియేషన్ ఉన్నాయి అనుకోండి, డెల్ ఎఫ్ అనేది డీవియేషన్ ఉంది అనుకోండి, డెల్ ఎఫ్ అనే డీవియేషన్ ఉంటే రికవర్డ్ సిగ్నల్ మేబీ అండ్ అనదర్ సిగ్నల్. అంటే మనం ఒక ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ సిగ్నల్ ని మనం రిసీవ్ చేసుకోవాలనుకుంటే, ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ డీవియేషన్ ఏదైనా ఉంటే కనుక అనదర్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీని మనం రికవర్ చేసుకుంటాం. అంటే దేర్ ఈజ్ ఏ మిస్ మ్యాచింగ్ ఆఫ్ ద సిగ్నల్స్ మిస్ మ్యాచింగ్ అయ్యే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి ఎప్పుడు ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ డీవియేషన్ ఉంటే కనుక. అంటే ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేసిన సిగ్నల్ ని మనం మల్టిప్లై చేసినప్పుడు రికవర్ చేసుకుంటాం కదా, మల్టిప్లై చేసినప్పుడు ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ డీవియేషన్ ఉంటే there is a chance of frequency recovered one more signal. That is due to the frequency deviation. Due to the frequency deviation, there may chance of misinterpretation of another signal. Another signal misinterpretation is chances untai. That is the one of the limitation. Okay. And the magnitude has to be reduces. Magnitude అనేది రెడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది. అంటే magnitude రెడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది, ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ డీవియేషన్ ఉంటే కనుక అనదర్ సిగ్నల్ రిసీవ్ అవుతుంది. సో ఈ రెండు ప్రాక్టికల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ని టెలిఫోన్ ఆర్ రేడియో సిస్టమ్స్ లో యూజ్ చేస్తే కనుక ఇట్ ఈస్ హ్యూజ్ లాస్. దట్ ఈస్ క్వాలిటీ ఈస్ వెరీ పూర్. అంటే రికవర్డ్ సిగ్నల్ క్వాలిటీ ఈస్ వెరీ పూర్ వైల్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఓన్లీ ద ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ ప్రాసెస్. ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ ప్రాసెస్ చేస్తే సిగ్నల్ క్వాలిటీ అనేది వెరీ పూర్ గా ఉంటుంది. సో హియర్ ఆల్సో వన్ మోర్ పారామీటర్ ఈస్ frequency deviation is acceptable less than 30 hertz. 30 hertz frequency deviation unte it can acceptable. More than 30 hertz unte ganaka it is huge loss another. The quality of the signal is not recovered exactly. So that's why we can go for one more process in order to improve the quality of the signal. You can go for one more process, not other than the frequency translation. That process may called as amplitude modulation. Okay, students, see that here it is the block diagram of baseband signal recovery. baseband signal recovery. So this baseband signal recovery is nothing but block diagram. Please note on the block diagram. Here, the recovered signal is AC cos omega m of t, AC cos omega c of t. This is the recovered signal now. AC cos omega c of t is translated signal that is given to squaring circuit and given to a filter. A filter is nothing but low pass filter and divided by two network. Okay, so squaring circuit, filter, low pass filter having the cutoff frequency 2 omega c or 2fc that given to divided by two network. Output is the recovered signal. This is a synchronizing recover. So here the term synchronization means cos omega c of t is the translated one and cos omega c is the recovered. Now these two signals are the same phase and same frequency. Now this is a synchronization. If there is frequency deviation and phase deviation and phase deviation unte signal quality very poor ఉంటుంది. So that's why you can go for one more technique that is known as amplitude modulation. అంటే ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ లో సిగ్నల్ ని రికవర్ చేసుకునేటప్పుడు వన్స్ అగైన్ యూ కెన్ మల్టిప్లై విత్ కాస్ ఒమేగా సి ఆఫ్ టీ. కాబట్టి ఆ కాస్ ఒమేగా సి ఆఫ్ టీ మల్టిప్లై చేసింది ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేసింది సేమ్ ఉంటే దాన్ని సింక్రోనైజేషన్ అంటాం. అలా కాకుండా ఈ సిగ్నల్స్ లో అంటే కాస్ ఒమేగా సి ఆఫ్ టీ ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేసినప్పుడు కాస్ ఒమేగా సి ఆఫ్ టీ మల్టిప్లై రికవర్ చేసుకునేటప్పుడు ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీలో డీవియేషన్ కానీ ఫేజ్ లో డీవియేషన్ కానీ ఉంటే signal recovery is very poor. That means signal quality is very poor. So that is one of the limitation in frequency translation. So that is overcome by amplitude modulation process. So the main aim of amplitude modulation is the recovered signal is appear as it is signal, the exact signal. Is it not? అంటే రికవర్డ్ సిగ్నల్ అనేది యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గా అపియర్ అయితేనే మనకి కమ్యూనికేషన్ అనేది యాక్యురేట్ గా ఉన్నట్టు. సో ఆ అచీవ్మెంట్ చేయడాన్ని మనం యాంప్లిట్యూడ్ మాడ్యులేషన్ అంటాం. యాంప్లిట్యూడ్ మాడ్యులేషన్ ఈస్ అదర్ దాన్ ద ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ ప్రాసెస్. ఓకే, నౌ లెట్ us see the definition here. A frequency translated signal from which the baseband signal is easily recoverable is generated by adding. Once again, students, please see the definition here. The frequency translated signal from which the baseband signal is easily recoverable అవ్వాలి అంటే is generated by adding to the product of baseband and the carrier signal itself, such as shown in the figure. So let an example. So that is amplitude modulation mathematical expression is AMAC cos omega m of t cos omega c of t into cos omega c of t plus cos omega c of t. అంటే మనం ప్రొడక్ట్ cos omega c ప్రొడక్ట్ చేసి ప్లస్ యాడ్ చేస్తే దాన్ని మనం amplitude modulation అంటాం. అంటే ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ లో m of t cos omega c of t and cos omega c of t నో ప్లస్ cos omega c of t చేస్తే దాన్ని amplitude modulation అంటాం. ఇక్కడ చూడండి మనకి m of t cos omega c of t cos omega c of t. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద సిగ్నల్ నో ప్లస్ cos omega c of t చేస్తే దాన్ని amplitude modulation అంటాం. సో నౌ దట్ amplitude modulation is V of t is equal to AC into 1 plus m of t cos omega c of t. Okay, this is the signal. V of t is equal to AC 1 plus m of t cos omega c of t. So you can expand this AC cos omega c of t plus AC m of t cos omega c of t. Now మల్టిప్లై చేసిందని మళ్ళీ యాడ్ చేస్తే దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ That is nothing but amplitude modulation. That is nothing but amplitude modulation. So now see that. Please note on the definition of the amplitude modulation. Amplitude modulation is the process of the amplitude of the carrier changes according to modulated signal changes. Amplitude of the carrier changes according to modulated signal changes. Here, the mathematical expression of the amplitude modulation is V of t is equal to AC into 1 plus m of t cos omega c of t, where AC is amplitude of the high frequency signal, AC is amplitude of the high frequency signal, m of t is a modulated signal or baseband signal, m of t is modulated signal or baseband signal, cos omega c of t is a carrier frequency signal. Carrier frequency, omega c of t is the carrier signal, carrier frequency. Now, V of t is equal to AC into 1 plus m of t cos omega c of t. These students, please remember this mathematical formula of amplitude modulation. AC 1 plus m of t cos omega c of t. Now the definition is amplitude of the carrier changes according to modulated signal changes. Okay. Okay. Now see this. This is the waveforms of waveforms of amplitude modulation. Let us see this. This is the cos omega c of t signal. Cos omega c of t signal having the magnitude is AC. And magnitude is AC. Yeah, this is the AC. The positive side is now. AC has the frequency is high frequency, that is omega c. This is A portion of chudandi. This is the carrier signal. This is the carrier signal. So this is B is modulating signal. See this, the frequency is high, frequency is very low. This is modulated signal. So now this is carrier, this is the modulated signal. What is the definition? The carrier, amplitude of the carrier changes according to modulated signal changes. The amplitude of the carrier changes according to modulated signal changes. That is amplitude modulation. See that. This is a amplitude modulated signal. See that this carrier amplitude is constant. No. After multiplying this signal, m of t signal multiply. This is m of t. This is m of t, low frequency signal. This is the carrier. So the carrier amplitude changes according to modulated signal changes. What is the modulated signal amplitude changes? This is the changes from amplitude signal. The positive side, this is the signal, and negative side, this is the signal. Accordingly, this variation, accordingly, modulated signal variation. Below another modulated signal, but accordingly, this modulated signal variation, this carrier amplitude changes. The carrier amplitude change అవుతుంది. How it is? Accordingly, this is the positive direction, no? So according to this, the carrier amplitude changes. This carrier amplitude is not constant in this modulated one. No, that amplitude is changes, no? For this. Now the negative side is imaginary part. Imaginary part. This is an envelope. That output is envelope. So this is AM. This is AC 1 plus m of t cos omega c of t. Okay. So see that this is the waveforms of amplitude modulation. So this is the carrier. This is modulating signal. This is ఇక్కడ చూడండి క్యారియర్ యొక్క యాంప్లిట్యూడ్ ఫస్ట్ దాంట్లో కాన్స్టెంట్ గా ఉంది. ఇజ్ నాట్. సెకండ్ సిగ్నల్ ఏంటి? మాడ్యులేటింగ్ సిగ్నల్ ఆర్ ఎమ్ ఆఫ్ సిగ్నల్. ఇక్కడ సిగ్నల్ యొక్క యాంప్లిట్యూడ్ ఎలా ఉంది? వ్యారీ అవుతా ఉంది. అంటే ఈ సిగ్నల్ యొక్క మాడ్యులేటింగ్ వేరియేషన్ బట్టి ఈ క్యారియర్ యొక్క యాంప్లిట్యూడ్ కూడా వ్యారీ అవుతా ఉంది. సో నౌ దిస్ ఇస్ క్యారియర్ యొక్క యాంప్లిట్యూడ్. నౌ దిస్ ఇస్ ఎన్వలప్ ఆఫ్ ద సిగ్నల్. ఎన్వలప్ ఆఫ్ ద సిగ్నల్ అంటే పాజిటివ్ డైరెక్షన్ లో మీరు చూస్తే అర్థమవుతుంది. పాజిటివ్ డైరెక్షన్ లో. సో దిస్ ఈస్ మాక్సిమం, దిస్ ఈస్ వ్యారింగ్. ద పాజిటివ్ సైడ్ లో వ్యారీ అవుతా ఉంది maximum, and it is going to be down, and it is the minimum. Okay, and the negative side is the negative frequency. negative amplitude and frequencies, then again the increases. Now this is like this. Okay, that's why the amplitude of the carrier varies according to modulated signal changes. అంటే పాజిటివ్ డైరెక్షన్ లో ఉన్నది మనం ఒకటే డ్రా చేసాం, నెగిటివ్ డైరెక్షన్ కూడా డ్రా చేస్తే దాన్ని ఎన్వలప్ అంటాం. పాజిటివ్ నెగిటివ్ డైరెక్షన్ లో పాజిటివ్ ఏదైతే మ్యాగ్నిట్యూడ్ ఉందో నెగిటివ్ కూడా అదే మ్యాగ్నిట్యూడ్ పెట్టుకుని డ్రా చేస్తే దీన్ని ఎన్వలప్ అంటాం. ఎన్వలప్ లో చూడండి, దిస్ ఎన్వలప్ హ్యాస్ మాక్సిమం అండ్ మినిమం ఉంటాయి. ఎన్వలప్ ఇస్ మాక్సిమం అండ్ మినిమం. So according to this waveforms, we can derive depth of modulation or modulation index. Depth of modulation index is defined as AM by AC. AM is the magnitude of the modulating signal or M of t signal, by AC is the magnitude of the carrier signal. AM by AC is the ratio of AM by AC is nothing but the depth of modulation or modulation index. R. One more thing is the maximum, V maximum, that voltage maximum of the envelope minus voltage minimum of the envelope by V maximum plus V minimum. So one more definition of amplitude modulation is the ratio of the difference of maximum minus V minimum by V maximum plus V minimum. Okay. Students, the next class you can go for further improvement of amplitude modulation and generation of amplitude modulation takes place. Okay. So with this, conclude my topic and go through the textbook and you can note down your own notes and mathematical equations and waveforms. Okay. So thank you one and all. So CR, please send attendance.